starting to love recording in my room now. It's amazing, but yeah. So I have a series called 5 Minute Reviews, which you're watching right now. And I'm not sure if the video came out yet, but I said I'd be doing a 5-minute review on Time Crisis Razing Storm. I didn't buy this game, I ended up borrowing it from my brother, but this would be a 4-part series. I'm going to talk about the game Razing Storm, Time Crisis 4, and then Death Storm Pirates. Then the final review will be how I feel about the whole collection. So, episode 1, I just beat Razing Storm literally 5 minutes ago. And, you know, while playing, wrote up some pros and cons on my notepad. So, Razing Storm. There's 2 modes in Razing Storm. There is arcade and then there's story. So I beat arcade first, you know, it was pretty simple, beat it within an hour. And let's just go over some pros and cons, you know. So if you don't know what Time Crisis is, it's an arcade game you can find in like movie theaters, bowling alleys. It's those light gun shooter games where you like just have to go through the enemies. It's an on-rail shooter. So that's what arcade mode is. Story mode is a first-person shooter. Meh. It's basically a very slow, dumbed-down version of Killzone in my opinion. But onto arcade mode. One pro is it's fun. You know, it's just a fun game. You have infinite ammo, you just light everyone up. And I have some controllers here, hold on. I have to show demonstrations. So, you know, it's fun. Another thing is, it's just like the arcades, literally. Except you don't have a gun, you have your PlayStation Move, and you don't have to, like, duck underneath cover. So, one cool thing is, for the arcade mode, you can use a PlayStation Move, or you could even use a DualShock 3 controller. But, of course, you're playing a Move game, so it's better with the Move. It's cliche, in a good way, but at the same time, it's also cliche in a bad way, you know. There's stuff you would expect, and there's, you know, in a good way and a bad way, like, oh, an explosion's gonna happen here, so, you know, it's cliche. And it has fast stages. Honestly, you hop, like, 5 minutes in between each stage, and you just hop through them. So, onto the cons. It's easy. It's very easy. It's short arcade, only 5 chapters and 5 parts in each chapter. There's no real risk of death, honestly. So what I mean by that is, in the arcade version, if you die, and you have to add in more coins, so you keep playing. On here, if you die, you just press the trigger or the move button, and you just restart. There's also a cool thing in arcade where, if you hold the move button, you could reload. All these buttons reload, but if you hold the move button, I noticed, you'll also pull up a shield, which makes the game even easier, because nothing could get past the shield, so it just made the game way too easy. Onto story mode. There's more cons than there is pros, unfortunately. There's an online mode, I didn't even bother playing it. I don't want to try it either. But one pro is you could use the PlayStation Move or DualShock 3, once again. Although, in arcade, I would recommend the PlayStation Move. In story mode, I would recommend the DualShock 3. The story mode, kind of challenging. In a good way, you know, I like the challenging games. Has a cool cover system, which, at the time of writing, it was cool, but at the time of playing, it's not. So you're expected to play the game like this the whole time, and when you get to like a green arrow, you go like this again to cover. Then when you want to pop out and shoot, you go like that. I thought that was cool. Upon playing the game more, it's kind of pointless and annoying. Like, I wish there was an actual cover button. This I found as a pro. There's not too many weapons. Honestly, there's only like 7 weapons maybe, and when you get to a new area, it'll give you a new weapon, the best weapon for the area, and you just pick it up, and you use it throughout the area. Then you could go on. Once you leave the area, you get another gun, and it helps you out even more. I was never in a situation where I said, damn, I wish I had this gun. So that's the end of pros. Cons. It's slow. You could press L2 to run, but it's very short. It's kind of slow. Horrible controls. They're like really clunky and slow. Once again, dumbed down version of Killzone. It tries to be an FPS when it's really not. There really is no aim down sights, which could have helped a lot more. Long load times. If you die, expect to be at a load time for like 30 seconds. It's pretty long. There's also a lot of annoying deaths. Like, there are parts where you shouldn't die, but you do, and it's just annoying as all hell. And finally, the story mode is pretty long. I found it as a con, but some may find it, like, to me it was long, but some may find it as a pro. I find it as a con. I kind of wish the story was a little better. Kind of wish arcade mode was longer and story mode was dumbed down. But yeah, Razing Storm, good for arcade, bad for story. Don't play the game for story, play for arcade. So that's the end of part 1 of 4 for Time Crisis Razing Storm, part of the Namco Shooting Collection. So the game is half, you know, half good, half bad. It's all up to you if you want to buy it. But thanks for watching, and as soon as I beat Time Crisis 4, I'll come back for another 5-minute review. See you guys later. Bye.